Thank you for watching Mikey Talks. I'm your host Michael Linnett, and today I'm going to talk about are short guys attractive? So for those of you that don't know, I am the whopping 5'5", or 165 centimeters. In America, the average height I think is about 5'9", 5'10", so about 4 or 5 inches below the average height. Although the standard deviation of the standard height, which I learned when I was in AP Statistics, for men in America is between 5'7" and 6 foot. So if you're between 5'7" and 6 foot, you're technically average height. You're kind of in the middle there with the standard deviation. But moving on, are short guys attractive? The answer is yes, basically. If that's all you want to hear, that's it. If you want to hear why it's a yes, keep watching. Everyone has their preferences, obviously. When it comes to dating, you're going to have your preferences on what you like. Now, some people, they want someone taller than them. But when it comes to a lot of girls, they don't care as much about getting someone that is a really tall guy. They just want someone like their height or taller. Even a couple inches shorter is okay with a decent amount of girls. So don't let your height get you down, because when it comes down to it, your height does not matter as much as your personality does. So as I am 5'5", I know it can be easy to blame your rejection on your height. It must be my height. Girls must not like that I'm a short guy. That's why you got rejected. When really, in most cases, that's not the reason why you got rejected. Because rejection happens for a lot of different reasons. You know, I could be like, the reason I got rejected is because I'm 5'5", and a girl wants to date a short guy. But the reality is, I don't think I ever got rejected because of my height. I know one time in high school, I asked a girl out and she stared at me. And that was really awkward. That was a pretty long, what felt like 5 minutes, but it was probably only like 10 seconds of being stared at. But the reason why she rejected me, which I didn't find out until a couple years later, was she was a lesbian. I'm pretty sure that's like one of the main reasons why she rejected me. It wasn't because of my height. Maybe they rejected you because they don't know you all that well. Maybe they rejected you because they're not looking for a relationship at the moment. Maybe they rejected you because they're going through a tough time in life and they just want to get through the tough time, and they're not looking for a relationship as they're going through a tough time in life. As bad as it sounds, maybe it's because they just don't like your personality. Not everyone is going to connect on you in a personal level. As some people will find your personality good, there's going to be other people that don't like your personality at all. So that could be a reason as well, as bad or as harsh as it sounds. My point is, if you got rejected, odds are it is not your height that was the reason for your rejection. It was most likely some other reason. There's no one reason for someone to be rejected. Sometimes it could be a few different reasons. I'm not saying that people don't reject people because of height, because that could happen. I could get rejected for being short, but the chances of that happening is very low, in my opinion, because I feel like most of the time a short guy gets rejected, it's easy to blame your height. But the reality is, more times than not, it has really nothing to do with your height. Maybe it could just be because you don't have a whole lot of confidence. Maybe it's because they're not looking for a relationship. So it's good not to blame your height on being rejected. I've been rejected before. I think everyone's been rejected before. That happens. But I also had a few girls tell me that they liked me. Now I'm 5'5". Since I was like 13, I'm 22 now, so in the past like 10 years, because I'm almost 23, so in the past 10 years, I think I had about 4 girls tell me that they liked me. And those girls range between 5'2" and like 5', I want to say 7-ish. So, as you can see, my height didn't really matter, because I had a few girls tell me that they liked me. And if that doesn't tell you that height doesn't really matter, I don't know what does. Rather than focusing on your height and being worried about your height, my advice is don't worry about your height. My advice is you work on your personality. Because your personality is really who you are. No one's going to stay around because of your looks. People will stay around because of your personality and who you are. Because your looks can make it to where people notice you more. or notice you faster, but it doesn't keep people around. What keeps people around is how you make them feel. If you make them feel welcome, if you make them feel happy, they're more willing to stay around. If you make people laugh, they're willing to stay around. So work on your personality. Work on who you are. You are not your height. You are your hobbies. You are how you think. You are the things you like. For example, I'm 5'5", but that's not who I am. That has nothing to do with my personality. It has really nothing to do with who I am, but saying I'm 5'5". Who I am is someone that plays guitar. Who I am is someone that released an album at 21. Who I am is someone that officiated a wedding at 21. Who I am is someone that loves Pokemon and loves cartoons. Who I am is an uncle. Who I am is someone that loves animals. So you see, all of those things makes me who I am. I am the person that loves animals, that loves anime, that loves Pokemon, that loves cartoons, that loves comedies, that loves music, that released an album, that officiated a wedding, that used to be a manager at Subway or a sub shop somewhere in case I want to sue. I am that uncle. Those are who I am. My height has nothing to do with who I am. And that is an important thing to realize, is your height is most likely not the reason for being rejected by girls. It's most likely something else. Maybe they don't know you that well, and they don't want to date someone they don't really know that well. Maybe it's because of the way you act, and they just don't like the way you act. Maybe it's because they're going through a tough time, and they just don't want to date someone when they're going through a tough time. They just need to focus on themselves right now. Life happens. Life is weird. Things happen. So you are not always the reason why you got rejected. Your height is not always the reason you got rejected. My advice is just to work on your personality. Figure out who you are. Figure out what you like in life. And just focus on your hobbies. Focus on the things you like in life, and you will meet someone. But I also want to throw out there that if you do get rejected, that is okay. Because it doesn't mean you can't have that person in your life. If you get rejected, you can still be friends with that person. I know, because I got rejected, and I'm still friends with some of those people that rejected me. But I've also rejected a few girls before, and I am still friends with a couple of those girls that I rejected. The thing is, those feelings more than likely will fade. You will find other people out there, and your feelings will kind of fade in time. But you could still have a friendship with that person, and you can still have memories with that person and be able to have them as part of your life as a friend. And it's not going to matter, because at the end of the day, if I like someone and they don't like me back, in my opinion, I'd rather be a friend to them and still have them as part of my life, still be able to talk to them, still be able to tell jokes, still be able to just have fun and be friends and talk to them, than just have them not part of my life at all. But that's just my opinion. Everyone is different. That's just how I see it. There's a lot of jokes about short people or short guys. There's a lot of jokes about just short guys in general. It could be easy to be nervous about your height or jealous, not really jealous, but kind of just not like your height. It can be easy when you always hear that girls want a tall guy or girls like tall guys and things like that. But the reality is, a girl cares more about the personality than anything. Not every girl, but a majority of girls do. If you can make a girl laugh, that is better than being super tall to a lot of girls. So that's what I have for this video. I might make a part 2 if this video does well, and I come up with some more things about that. If you would like to help me out with my goal, I want to get 1,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to this channel and help me achieve that goal. You could be the first person to actually subscribe to this channel at the moment of filming this video, and that could be the first person to help me reach my goal, and I would really appreciate that. And as always, I hope you have a great day, and I hope this video was able to help you out a little bit.